Baylor football got their fourth commitment from the transfer portal yesterday, and it occurred late last night. And I apologize I couldn't do it right then. It was so late. Apologize too because I cannot memorize all this stuff, so might have to look down some. So it's Texas State wide receiver Kole Wilson. I want to go over where he's from, what high school did he attend, his stats for this past year, and height and weight as well. So Kole Wilson is from Katy, Texas, where he attended Pateau High School, Paetow. Apologize if I butchered that. By the way, he's 5'9", 170 pounds. Now, and he will be a senior next year, so 1 year of eligibility. Now, this past year in 2024, 43 receptions for 630 yards with 4 touchdowns. He did have like a rushing attempt for 3 yards. In terms of like punt returning, 14 punt returns for 97 yards, and kickoffs, 13 kickoff returns for 269 yards. He did not play under Jake Spavital, if you're asking, but he played under G.J. Kennedy. I mean, you gotta keep in mind that he was at Texas State a year prior, and he was actually at an Incarnate Word for his first true year at the FCS level. So I'm just going to let y'all know, so keep in mind. Now in 2023, he had more receptions. 66 receptions for 747 yards with 8 touchdowns, along with 77 yards in average, 11.3 yards. And by the way, the average for this past year, 14.7, and long was 53 yards. He did have last year 2 rushing attempts for -7 yards. The long was 0, and 2 punt returns for 47 yards, but 10 kickoff returns for 367 yards with 1 touchdown. So he can be a threat there. So, and in Incarnate Word, he had 18 receptions for 281 yards with 1 touchdown. Long is 44 yards, average 15.6. Now rushing attempts at Incarnate Word, 2 rushing attempts for 15 yards. Long was 19 yards. So he did lose 4 yards on one time. And 19 punt returns for 333 yards. And 11 kickoff returns for 238 yards. This definitely filled in a need at wide receiver, and I think this guy is going to be more in the slot. Though I know he did play outside of Texas State, but I think he's going to be more suited to be inside at Baylor. So what does Baylor need to go from here? They need to get at least one more wide receiver. I'm probably like an outside guy, because now I think they figured out. I think they got guys on the inside. I do, but unless they really think Kobe Prentice is an outside guy, of course, then they go back to inside. Now, offensive line is a need, like a right tackle, and they get a depth guy, because you cannot have enough depth on the offensive line. Backup quarterback is to be determined, of course. They might take one now that's older, not like a redshirt freshman or a sophomore, because the thing about it is, Nate Bennett's going to be a redshirt freshman next year, and Edward Griffin would be a true freshman. I would have to think it would be somebody older, like a junior. I would think so, but we'll see. And this could be a position where they don't have to take one right now during this transfer portal period, but later. So it wouldn't shock me if they decide to do that. And I would lean on getting an older guy, because this is a prime year for Baylor to potentially win the Big 12 again. Why not? Look at the guys they got returning, and so far in the transfer portal has been really good additions here. Now on defense, they do need to get They might get another safety slash start position guy, a CB, of course, just to aid the secondary. Another linebacker, potentially an edge rusher, maybe. We'll see on those. And defensive line, I would say yes, because you can never have enough guys on the defensive line. And I know they're getting Brendan Bett back for next year, or it seems that he should be back, but that's to be determined. He did not play this past year for whatever reason. We'll have to wait and see what happens from here, in both in terms of transfer portal additions and subtractions. So anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later on the road. 7 subscribers, of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 more, so my money at this course. Like a video, comment video really helps YouTube algorithm so more people can see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribed, hit subscribe button for the notification bell as well.